What's up, everybody? Sorry, just trying to get this to work for me. I don't know why this guy's TikTok is something else. I will not be sad if it goes away. Well, for the most part, I will not be sad if it goes away. But we'll get it started here. Do da do da do da do do. Now let me get all of my chats integrated as well. Let's go. We had a bunch of people in here first. Kaga, Feisty, Raul. I don't know. Oh, actually, I saw that too, Raul, when I went into someone else's live and they had sub only mode. It gave that notification as well. Hi, Jeff. Let's see. You guys were chatty today. Yosh, hello. Pixie, hello. Ruger, J, BMC, no name. I think I got everybody that was in here first. Dory, hello. Hey yo. Taro, hello. Coco, scrolling. Joey, scrolling. Jamal. Don't go to a wall party. Hello. Gonzalez, hello. Tony, hi. All right, guys. Grubly and Char, hello, everybody. We have Patty as well. I already said hey yo. Neo, hi guys, hi. Hey Kay. If you haven't already, be sure to send in your daily heart me over on the TikTok streets. And let's get to double tapping that screen. It does help with the algorithm. I know I've had a few conversations with that about that today with people. And we already got something coming in. I'm actually like, stop doing things. I don't like having to adjust everything. Why can't it just save my adjustments? That's what I really want to know, is why can't OBS just save my adjustments? Hello, yes I have Phantom. Somebody yesterday, as I was ending, reached a 5-month streaming streak, and I can't remember who it was on Twitch. So I'm sorry about that. I wish I remember. Let's see. No, JRG, they have not, because we just got started. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. We're getting this going again as per usual. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I gotta hit buttons. I don't like hitting buttons. Hello? You guys have no idea how annoying stuff can be. I can't say that. I think everybody understands. But just a friendly reminder, if you haven't already, on TikTok, send your daily heart me. It goes up on my head like this. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And for everybody else, just a friendly reminder as well, as you are doing all of the things, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, whichever one it is for you. And then most importantly, hit that bell notification icon so you know exactly when I go live. Hey Moose. Hi everyone. Hey Dawn. Okay, Paul. Do-do-do-do. I gotta do this. What happened? I gotta be honest, the winter months really, like, suck. It's cold in the house, it's cold outside, all of the above, blardy 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 blar. 1 second, guys, everywhere else. I don't know why people like snow. I can do snow like Jeff. Like why do people like winter? I don't know. I can do snow once a year. I don't want more. I grew up in the snow. Like okay, Paul, I just didn't understand it. I was like I just didn't understand the comment. I grew up in the snow. I just do not want to go back to it. It's just a true statement. I don't know really what else to tell you. I just don't want to go back to the snow. I think I would do great if I can move somewhere that was like 75 degrees all year round. I'm sure people think I'm kidding. I'm absolutely not kidding. 75 degrees all year round, like 70, somewhere between 72 to 75. Just thank you, Dawn, so much for the gem gun. Sounds perfect. No, I don't even want a low of 50. I don't think you understand, Basil. I want it to be day in, day in and at night. This is not going to happen, right? Just to be clear. Some between 72 and 75. Period. All day, all year. I don't want more. I don't want colder. Slava Ukraina. Yeah, like Costa Rica, Georgia. Georgia gets snow. What are you talking about? What? Someone says Georgia? That is not Georgia. That is not Georgia. Like, have you tried living in a cave? Those things have steady temps. That's actually Sarah, that's like the best comment for that one. I like that. Peru? Oof. Hey, Caden, listen, you say we rarely get snow, and just a friendly reminder to those who do not remember this, Florida, Florida, Florida. Okay, I'm just saying this multiple times. Florida got snow in January this year over Martin Luther King weekend. Florida got snow. Oh, it's like, mm, even the southern states get snow. I don't want snow. I don't want overwhelming heat. I don't know. I want something that does not exist. Okay, I'll be honest. I want something that does not exist. I want that utopia weather. It's not going to happen. It's just a thing. You know, Amber, I've been meaning. I need to add that to my. Let me see if I can't add that image logo. I need to put it on there. Let's see if I can find it. Pictures? Sorry, now somebody else. I just got briefly distracted. What else is new? Me? Distracted? Never. Never gonna happen. Yes, this. Hey, that's super big though. That's not what I want. Hold on, guys. Half of you can't see this. More than half of you can see this. Like less than half of you can see this. We're just putting it here. There we go. All right, if you are on the landscape, you can see that. If you are on Twitch or the landscape, you can see that. So about maybe 100 of you so far can see that right now. Miami pole? I don't think Miami has poles. Okay. Hey guys, have you heard? 1776. I just wanted to say that. So sorry. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. That was nice. Miami has poles. Got to look in the right places. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh god. Hey, Korean, I'm not even gonna invite you to come up to answer this question. You can answer it in the chat. Where's that bonus coming from? Can you tell me? Can you tell me specifically where that bonus is coming from? Do you know? I think snow in Florida is snow from Georgia carried by the wind. Okay. Yes, it is, Casey. Okay, so the reason I asked this, right, because I mentioned the 1776. I'm absolutely okay with our armed service members getting a bonus. They absolutely deserve it. Okay, so Korean is in my TikTok chat, and he's like, "So you're against our military getting a bonus?" Did I say that, or did I just say, "Hey guys, 1776," and then laugh? And then I asked him very specifically, where is that money coming from? And this is his response: tariff revenue. Incorrect. Because let's have a friendly reminder for everybody out here listening right now as this guy is continuing to like see that the phone. Congress is the only branch of government that can appropriate money and spend money for the government. Boom, shakalaka. Like, let's just put that out there for you. Congress is the only one. And newsflash, this funding is not coming from tariff revenue. It is coming from basic assistance housing that was already previously appropriated in H.R. 1, the big, beautiful bill passed in July. It is not coming from tariff revenue. You person who doesn't do any research. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Jingle bells, your butt smell.
Santa laid an egg. Oh yeah? How did I prove myself wrong? Did you read the One Big Beautiful Bill? It was already appropriated to go to our military members in the One Big Beautiful Bill. Is it Robin laid an egg? I like Santa laid an egg. I thought that was funnier. I haven't heard that stupid thing in so long. I don't like Christmas music, okay? Davo, in exchange for doing this, you're sending your heart me, okay? You ready for this? 6, 7. Send your heart me. No, I didn't. You haven't called. Boo! I did that and he hasn't sent it. No, you haven't called, dude. I'm suspicious. Red, no. I can sneak up on him quietly, just not on purpose. Thank you, JMD, for all of the jewels that you've sent. Thank you so much. All right, guys, 1 second. It literally does not whitey, or you just don't know how to use a phone. Did Robin lay an egg?
Jingle.
Yeah. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
What happened to the old background?
Oh, I keep forgetting that kid likes to call in. That kid is actually so nice. I have no idea who they are, but they don't call in and they don't say mean things. So he asked what happened to the background, and I just moved locations. I'm gonna have like a shelf up here. I'm gonna have decorations up behind me, and all of these things. It's gonna look pretty cool. I think. I don't know yet. We haven't put it up yet. We're going to. All right. So there's that. Dan Bongino stepping down from assistant director. Yeah, thank you, Ricardo. I appreciate that. So that'll be fun. What else? There is actually quite a bit that happened in the news today. It's still the Kennedy Center, not the new name. We ain't changing. Oh, yeah, that's right. Trump appointed all of his friends and family to this anonymous board to choose the new name of the Kennedy Center, all of his friends and family, I'm actually surprised he allowed them to keep the name Kennedy in it. I'm actually surprised Kennedy's name is still allowed to be in there for the Kennedy Center. I am Honey Horse. Same username as on the tubes is on Twitch. I'm legitimately surprised. Like, okay, Lisa, I keep hearing about Patriot games. I have not looked into it at all, honestly. I haven't looked into it at all. And so I don't know anything about it. I know nothing about these, quote, Patriot games. Nothing. I don't know anything. I just, like, I don't think presidents that are currently alive should have their name on, like, government buildings, independent agencies, stuff like that. I think it should just be left to presidents that have been dead and gone for, say, 25, 50 years. Let's not say that, little Smitty. Honest to goodness, let's not say that, little Smitty. Like, that's what I would want. Okay? Just would not want. Like, that's just my opinion. And I'm not a politician. I'll say that. Oh, he wants his name on everything, D-Ribs. Like, that's just what he wants. He wants his name on everything. I didn't know that, Gigi. I'm curious to double check that, but Gigi says the Kennedy Center is the memorial to JFK in DC, and it's the only one. It's illegal to change that Kennedy Center name. Is it, Karen? I honestly don't know. Thank you, Lisa, so much for the is it confetti? I don't know. I'm curious on that one. I'd have to look it up. No, there is no caller. It's just me right now. Is Bishop in here? Is Bishop in here? Bishop, if you're here, make yourself known. I don't see Bishop, so I'd have to ask him to know if that's legal or not. Okay. RFK doesn't care, Mike. You think RFK cares? Thank you for calling the stream.
Can we get a room tour?
This is it. This is it. This is all we get to see. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
30, I believe.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, but I did unfortunately vote for him the second time.
Yeah, what year did you graduate high school?
2008.
Nope. 30, I believe. If you were 30, you would have likely graduated high school in 2014 or 2013, 14, or 15. Not 2008. God, I love people. I should not be giving people answers to the question. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello? Hi, how old are you?
28.
28. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm kind of in the middle. I was just curious about a few things that you thought about. I know you're a little bit more educated and do this a lot. Just curious about some things he's done. As far as just recently, he opened up a veteran center, or he's planning to open up a veteran center down in California, and a building that was meant for veterans that was being used for a bunch of different community resources or whatever. It's supposed to house like 6,000 veterans, give them homeless housing, medical care. It's supposed to give them addiction care, different things like that.
You mean the center that was opened already? What?
Yeah, that was being used for completely different things, and like that was being used for like some kind of a school center for their like band practices and stuff, and a bunch of other stuff that wasn't being used for veterans at all. So now he's turning it into a homeless shelter made like specifically for veterans.
Sure, if he's able to do that, why not?
No, it's like it's being done. It's like all the money that he's been saving from that was going towards like illegal immigrants and stuff is now going towards getting homeless veterans off the street.
We're saving money from deportations, guys. We're saving money from deportations. We're not. The deportations are costing us more than the cost of immigrants in our country. Do you know what the average cost is to deport an individual, just a singular person from this country? It's
Go ahead.
okay if you don't know. Okay.
No, I don't. I'm not like
Yeah.
a diehard MAGA Trump supporter at
No,
all. I'm
yeah,
not
it's
like
okay.
that at all. I'm just
Um,
curious.
It's actually estimated by the Penn Wharton budget model to be about 77,000 a pop.
Just to get them back over the border.
Just the entire process of deportation. 77,000 a pop.
Right. Well, how do you feel about like the actual Mexican citizens like in Mexico protesting against their president and asking for Donald Trump to come in and get rid of the cartels in the area so that they can get their country back?
No. Haven't heard anything
Yeah, there's
about
live
that,
footage of the
so.
protest that just went on like earlier today.
Oh, okay.
And
No.
the president's trying to say it's like a funded thing, but they're pretty convinced that their president's corrupt and being used by the cartel. And Trump hasn't said he's going to go in or not go in. And he actually used the legacy media, and they thought he was going to announce a war in Venezuela. I think it was tonight, and he ended up using that to announce his veteran center, and he's giving $1,700 to every veteran in America.
Yeah, where's that 1776 money coming from?
From terrorists.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's actually not.
The amount of money we're saving on terrorists and blocking outside companies from taxing and putting laws onto our social media companies and big tech companies, and the billions of dollars that they've been charging us and stuff like that. It's like the money that we've been saving from getting out of all these ridiculous things and making other countries pay for our
Oh yeah,
pretty
they
much our
pay for it,
health.
all right. They pay for it. Okay. Do you know how many armed service members we have?
Go ahead.
1.3 million.
Okay.
Do you know how much it costs to pay out 1,776 checks to each individual that is an active duty armed service member?
I don't know if it's like an active duty or if it's veterans. I'd have to double check
No,
on the
it's
exact
active
where the
duty.
money's going. Is it active duty?
It's active duty, yeah. It's called the
Okay.
warrior check or whatever he said. Anyways,
Yeah.
do you know how much that would cost?
If you're saying it's coming from taxpayers, I'd be more than happy to put my taxes.
I'm not
towards
saying that either. I'm just telling you, it's not coming from tariffs. So there's 1.3 million active duty service members, okay? In order to pay out every single one of them $1,776, that would cost $2.3 billion.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know if the
That
I mean, I don't
that
think
was
that's
actually
like
already
people there
appropriated
take you in, like, a
in
bad
the
way or
one
anything.
big
I'm just
beautiful bill that was signed into law in July. It's coming out of their basic assistant housing, their BAH.
out of their what?
It's coming out of their BAH fund. Or sorry, it's BHA. I always mix it up. It's basic housing assistance. It's coming out of that.
Right. When there has been proven to be a huge amount of fraud, they found $90 billion in the California
What are we?
homeless
Hold on.
system.
What are we pivoting to right now? Like, can you acknowledge
Well,
anything that I said, or are you
yeah,
just
well, I'm
enjoy
saying, like, if
jumping
you
around?
use that to actually house veterans and pay for veterans who are American citizens that fought for this country, I'm totally okay with that.
What are you talking about now? I'm not talking.
Well, I'm
Do
confused
you know
on,
what
like,
the
why the
basic
fund,
housing
the fund
allowance is?
like, why
Like,
does the
sorry,
fund
thank you
matter
for
where
that
it's
one.
coming
What
from?
is the basic housing allowance? What is the BHA?
Explain it to me.
It's a
I
payment
didn't call to prove you
that
wrong. I called
active
to say I'm
duty.
okay. I'm open-minded to being, like, checked, like, told I'm wrong.
It's a
Explain it to
payment.
me.
It's a payment that active duty military members receive if they do not live on base or in the barracks. Active duty military members get a basic housing allowance in order to pay a portion of their rent or a portion of their mortgage if they don't live in the barracks.
Hang on.
It doesn't go to veterans.
From the BHA. Says, no, the rumors about the $1,700 check as a new federal stimulus payment are false and are not coming from BHA.
Oh, it's not? Is that why that the Defense Department's reporting on
Coming
it?
from the Alaska Permanent Fund Dividend, the PFD.
Is that why?
Which
I'm sorry.
is
Is
a yearly
that
payment.
why the Defense Department is reporting on that?
I don't know. It's just what that's just what
Are
it
you
says right
not
here.
familiar with Defense One? Because they're the ones that reported on it.
That's fine. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying when you look it up, it's not what it says. It says that the Alaska Permanent Fund Dividend is going to that, not the BHA.
More than $2.9 billion in reconciliation funds were allocated to beef up troop housing allowances. Now it's being used for 1,776 checks.
Okay, and who's reporting that?
Defense One. What AI are you looking at?
Not looking at AI. I'm trying to find the source that it's coming from.
Yeah, so what AI are you looking at?
Just whatever the Google one is.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for admitting that you are in fact looking at AI. Google AI overview. Gemini. I don't know if you realize this, but so unfortunately, I don't like using AI. Okay. Just because it can be inaccurate. All right. It will pull from Quora. It will pull from Reddit. It'll pull from YouTube videos as well and source it. You can't just look at AI and be like, that's it. This is the one without clicking on the little paperclip.
Okay.
All right. You have to look at it. So like just for everyone else, we'll put it up on like here.
Says for official and verified information, go to the IRS website. Go to the IRS website.
So go to the IRS website. Did you try that?
No, I am. I'm going down. I'm going to go
AI
down.
overview even says it's
off if
BAH.
I'm
Oh,
wrong.
interesting. Somebody says that you must have somebody is saying that their AI is showing it's coming from the housing allowance.
Yeah, I guess that is pretty targeted to each individual, huh? I'm not all for AI. I'm not like I don't use AI on the regular. When you go to Google now, that's the thing that happens is AI pops up. So sorry.
Thanks, Recluse, for agreeing with me. I knew I was right. Like,
well, I still don't know where it's coming from. I haven't been able to find that on the IRS website. If you could maybe give me your website or something.
I did.
U.S. Department of Treasury. Let's see what that says.
Oh, you put it in the chat. Okay, let's see. The Warrior Dividend, a 1776 payment to U.S. service members comes from Pentagon's fund reallocated from a 2.9 military housing supplement, part of a larger congressional bill, not from tariffs as initially suggested, providing a one-time basic allowance for housing BAH, oh gosh, to boost to improve true quality of life.
All right. Still, though, the center being used for veterans is actually pretty cool because it
Yeah,
wasn't
I'm
being
never
used
gonna
for
argue
veterans.
against being able to take care of our veterans. That's cool. I would clap back with that one and say, then explain to me why Donald Trump cut the veteran suicide hotline.
He cut the veteran suicide hotline.
Yep, this happened a while ago.
Did he put anything in place for it or anything like that?
Nope.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's independent veteran crisis lines, just not a government federally funded one or whatever. Gotcha. Well,
Marcus, the answer
I
is
can
it
understand.
doesn't.
Well, I could understand like if there's a ton of. I mean, there's literally like 10 numbers on here for veterans suicide hotlines. I don't see why we would need to pay for one for the federal. I don't know. That doesn't. Just off the top of my head, not looking into
You
it.
mean,
but
I'm sorry, a suicide hotline for veterans ran and
when
operated.
there's already
The
like 10 or
callers
15
are
available.
the callers are veterans who have literally lived through the same things and have a greater understanding of their specific
Yeah, and
type
there's
of
like there's a ton of
PTSD.
those. I'm saying more than one like this. That wasn't the only veteran suicide
Okay.
hotline.
All right. Yeah, if you can't even no, I can't. If somebody can't understand why having one that's like veterans are the ones that run it, right? They're the ones that operate inside of it and are able to take the calls of other veterans, people that find like understand the same things that they've gone through. Like, gosh. Feisty, I don't think so. But thank you so much for the 10. Cotton, thank you for the jewels. Phantom, bro, you are going to make head slamming onto a desk a national sport if you keep talking nonsense. That's to the caller. I agree. Thanks, Phantom. Use the web tab on Google to search without AI. Yeah, you have that option. You can turn off AI overview at any time. That is an option. Diggy, thank you for the jewels. I appreciate that. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that follow button or that subscribe button, depending on what platform you are watching on. Be sure to share this out to your favorite people or your least favorite people. I don't really know. We'll go ahead and open these phone lines back up. Just a friendly reminder, we have a bunch of stuff available. We have super chats, memberships, subscriptions, bits, super fan, and gifts, all available across all the platforms. I haven't seen a new membership in a bit, like somebody just becoming a member on their own, except for yesterday. W. Danny for becoming a member yesterday. I do like to try to get 5 new members every live, but that's been hard to get. So we'll find out. Yeah. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. And also over on TikTok, I am trying to light up the gift gallery and get back up in the C3 league out of C4. That does boost the algorithm. So if we can light up that gift gallery, that'll probably help. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am
you,
here.
Red.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I just
Awesome.
wanted to say I am trans and I love Donald Trump.
How old are you?
I'm about 34. I'll be 34 next month. I'm so excited.
Okay. Cass, hello. Thanks, Red.
Yeah.
And so what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
I want Trump to just grab me right by my pussy, you know? Like,
if you're a real person, If you're a real person, go to another channel. They're on right now. and go have this conversation with them. It's called Jimmy Snow and the Line, and they are actually on that channel live right now with another transgendered individual up there. Go talk to them if you're a real person. Giddy up. Thank you, Chris, for the hat and mustache. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
Awesome. How old are you?
31.
You're how old? I honestly did not hear you.
31.
31. Can we get huge W's in the chats for Red for lighting up the two like hardest ones in the gift gallery? Let's do huge W's for everyone for Red. Okay, and are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No.
No? All right. Well, thanks, man. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday night. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
45.
45. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Partially.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
You know, I would go with immigration,
Thank you,
but I've been listening to a lot of the immigration stuff, and I think that a lot of people kind of get it wrong. I kind of believe that it's been a broken system for a long time.
It has
and
been.
just
I
don't-
agree.
Yeah, 100%.
I guess
And I
my
don't-
different opinion is that I think that the only way to fix the system is by significant legislation, which would be a complete overhaul in the system. Thank you so much, Red, for lighting up the rest of the gift gallery entirely. Thank you, guys.
Right, there you go. Yeah, and I would agree with you. Like it's been a failed system for a long time. There's a system in place that they either don't enforce for whatever reason, and I think that deporting everybody at once probably wasn't the best way to do it either. But I also knew that in order to fix it, or at least understood that there is no easy way, and there's going to be plenty of people that are going to get hurt in the process. But I just don't know of any other way to do it. Legislatively, the system's pretty broken. All the people in charge of this, they have either not the political will, or they're bought out, or whatnot. So that's the only reason why. I mean, I just can't see that even if you would try to do a legislative reset on it, even if that would even work, I can't see it. So I mean, like I said, I'm not a big fan of doing it this way, but I'm a big fan of doing something if it's broken, and at least trying. But I don't know.
No, how do we pass laws? Or how do we change our laws?
How do we? Well, yeah, exactly. You'd have to vote different people in to get the laws changed, but that doesn't seem to be a thing. Especially, they'd have to, with the lobbying and such like that, they'd have to reset that too. I mean, I feel like the system's so broken, it kind of doesn't make a difference. But to kind of continue on or let it fester or make it worse or not try anything at all doesn't really help either. I mean, I don't think that to let it go like it was no good, and to do it like this way is no good. So I mean, there's going to be people who are going to end up suffering either way. But you know, I can't imagine that they would, like I said, the political will probably isn't there to change it, or if it is, they're on such opposite pages that they can't get it together. So I don't know. I can't imagine it's either a Trump or you know, like a Republican or a Democratic thing. It's just a thing, something that's just completely broken. But
Okay. So why hasn't Donald Trump pressured Congress to introduce any piece of legislation to change or update our laws? Why is he only just doing executive orders, which, by the way, are not law?
right, I would imagine that. Let's say that, yeah, maybe he should, but I would have a hard time to believe that it would make a difference anyway, to tell you the truth. I mean,
Why wouldn't updating our laws, which everyone acknowledges are broken, right? Why wouldn't updating our laws work?
well, it would if you could. I guess that would be my point. I mean,
If
I don't
you
have a good solution
could.
for it. Yeah, and well, yeah, you can, right? So we can change the laws. We'll vote on it and get it done. But I mean, I don't
Why
know.
can't you, I guess?
Well, well, you could, but are you able to? Is it actually going to be accomplished? Like I said, I can't see that it would be. That would be my deal there.
So
Is
just a
that they would have
whataboutism?
kinda. I mean,
Okay.
what do
So
you do?
your
What do you do with
solution
it?
is do nothing, let executive orders run their course. We saw how well that worked under the last administration.
I would say this. No, it did not work well, right? And none of it works well. They've been
That's why
overstepping their
that was
bounds.
sarcasm. Did you miss that?
I did.
Okay. That's why I said,
No, I got
yeah,
it.
just
No,
rule by
no,
executive order when it
no,
comes to the southern border, right? That it worked
right.
so well under the last administration.
Yeah, I understand, and it doesn't work well at all, right? That's the deal, and it never probably has, right? You can't just go ahead and make executive orders for everything under the sun. That's not a good way to operate either for the government.
Yeah, well, it's the
But
only thing Donald Trump is doing. We've had
yeah,
maybe, like, we have not had any real legislation pass into law except for maybe 3 things that people know about.
right. So I would say this. Fine, that's the way it's going, right? We've been dealing with this for a while, regardless. But maybe this is the step that needs to be taken to kind of reset the system. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm just saying that maybe that's the deal.
Hey, Natty.
What else do you do with it? I mean, you say,
Do
well,
legislation. I'm just going to keep saying it.
well,
Legislation. If we have an issue with what's going on and how people are utilizing the laws that are in place in order to enter into our country, which a lot of people say that they're abusing it, right? Then update
correct.
the laws, right? So specifically what I hear a lot, and I'm not saying you're saying this, okay? What
Yeah,
I hear a lot of is individuals were abusing the asylum law. Okay, make it tougher to claim asylum. You know what I mean? The only way that
yep,
we do that is by updating the law itself, which is 8 US Code 1158. It is, or
correct.
1158 or 1185. My brain just flopped.
Yep.
And so like that would be the solution if you actually make 1158. Thank you, Davo. If we actually made it tighter, if we actually made it stricter, then yeah, we would have fixed this issue. And all of this was actually possible under a bill that was introduced 3 times into Congress under the previous administration that Donald Trump literally shut down. Thank you so much, Red, for the money gun.
Yeah, and correct. I would agree with you. Make stronger laws, either asylum or immigration laws. What it doesn't even make a difference.
Asylum is
100%.
immigration.
I would asylum and immigration laws make it tougher to come in or whatever. But like I said, I just believe the system's so broken that it's just you say, well, legislate it in. I
Yeah,
just don't think it's that easy to
it
legislate that
it
in.
it
I just don't.
is. It is.
Well, it is, but like, so you said they refused to pass the bill that under the previous administration, right?
Yeah, why
So
don't they
my
just
question,
reintroduce the Langford bill? That had extreme bipartisan support, right? Because Langford reached across the aisle. He worked with 2 Democratic senators, 2 independent senators, wrote the bill, put it up. It had Republican support, it had Democratic support. Why don't they just take that exact bill as it was written by Senator Langford, reintroduce it into Congress right now, and put it up for a vote?
I would agree if that's the case. I don't know anything about that bill, but yeah, I would agree 100%. I wouldn't fight you on that at all, but I just don't think that it'll work. Like I said, I just don't think that you
Oh,
said, well,
okay.
Donald Trump, blocked it or, persuaded or whatever you want to call it. And it doesn't surprise me that he did for whatever reason. Like I said, I couldn't tell you because I really don't know, but I guess that's my point
He
as far as the
admitted that he
problem.
blocked it
Yeah. Well, there
on
you
the
go.
campaign trail.
Yep. So then he had his reasons. Like I said, and I'm not familiar with that bill, to tell you the truth.
No, he
So, I
didn't
mean,
have his reasons. In fact, it was all lied about what the reason was for the blocking of the bill. Even Senator Langford himself, who's a Republican, right, went out on Fox News, did an interview, and said, "Yeah, Donald Trump killed the bill." Mitt Romney, before he, didn't run for office again, so he's now back home in Iowa, no longer a politician in Congress. The same day that the bill was shot down, had an interview in the halls of Congress and said, "Yeah, Donald Trump called up the Republicans and said vote against it."
Right.
And like little bah, we did.
Right. Yep. I guess that. So you say that doesn't surprise me, but like I
Yeah,
said,
it sounds
I
like to
think
me that Donald Trump was scared that it actually would have fixed the issue. So he shot it down because he didn't think he could win without it, which I mean, I kind of agree with him. I don't think he would have been able to win without it either. Thank you so much for the galaxy. So I'm agreeing with that one as well. And if they truly, again, I'm going to say this again, if they truly wanted to fix the issue of immigration, they would just reintroduce the Langford bill. HR 1444, sorry, not HR, S1444 or S2278, reintroduce it in all of its couple pages of glory and put it up for a vote. But they're not doing that.
like I said, it doesn't surprise me. Like I said, I don't necessarily, like I said, usually when I vote anyway.
So what are your solutions if you don't think anything of what I'm saying, what my solution would work? What is your solution then?
Yeah, I don't have one. I just think it's so screwed that it doesn't, like it's pretty difficult to change anything that goes on.
It's so screwed,
I
so
mean,
it doesn't matter, do nothing.
well, no, it matters. I just
Don't
don't think
update
it's
the
as
laws.
easy. I just don't think that it's as easy as just voting in another bill. I think it's far, and and you say, well, that's the solution. I hope, I would pray that that's what the solution would be. But I just, after, politics is more than I do. You've seen what exactly goes on both sides, Republican and Democratic. Like it's hard for them to get anything done anymore at all because they're so far apart on almost everything. You say, well, the bill, they had support both ways. Well, that's good. I'm glad that they did. But like I said, I don't know. Like I said, and I don't have the solutions for it. Like I said, but I always felt like this, like the wrong president at the right time or the right president at the wrong time, or that's what usually ends up happening. There's no real easy fix or person that's going to be in it that's going to be able to solve anything. But like I said, I think the two parties on almost all issues have gotten so far apart, including the immigration issue.
So
anyway,
your answer is both parties bad, legislation doesn't work, executive orders are the only answer because everybody sucks.
Ooh, no. No, we need some kind of reset of the entire system. That would be my solution. And I don't know what that would entail. I haven't put that much thought into it. But if you have lobbyists running everything all the time, I mean,
Cool. Then tell Donald Trump to support the Honest Act, but he doesn't.
Who tells him to support the Honest Act?
I said you tell Donald Trump to support the Honest Act, which was once again introduced by a Republican in Congress, previously named the Pelosi Act, that literally would have stopped any individual being elected into federal office, just elected position, right, from trading stock the next time that they were elected into office, which means it exempts, very specifically exempts the current president of the United States of America because he cannot run for office again.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree. Then if that's the case with that bill, then that
but he doesn't support it. So
well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, Nancy Pelosi didn't support any of that stuff either.
Actually, no, she did. Pelosi even supported it when it had her name on it. So that's not true.
Well, I don't know. Okay, so
I like how you guys just say shit that actually doesn't mean anything. She actually supported it publicly, the Pelosi Act, when it had her name on it, still supported it again when it was renamed to the Honest Act, whereas Donald Trump spoke out heavily against it and then hasn't come back and said anything about it since. So the only thing we know about the Honest Act and Donald Trump is that Donald Trump does not support it.
Right. Okay. So fine. If he doesn't support it, like I said, I don't know anything about that act.
I know I'm sorry. You don't seem to know a lot, and your solutions to everything is just nothing. It is.
It
It's
is
nothing,
something,
sir.
but
I've asked
like,
you about I asked you about specific policy and you're just like, I don't think it'll work. I don't think it'll work. So why should we do it? And that's just lame. So you have a good night, my guy. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his current term that has earned your support?
Current term,
Yeah.
I believe he's brought ease to global tensions.
Ease to global tensions. Okay.
Yes.
In
So
what way?
currently
Can
we're
you be
having a
specific?
war with Russia. It's slowly becoming a bipolar world with Russia, China, BRICS nations against the U.S. And this trend is leading to a larger conflict, and I believe the best thing that could do is diffuse this global conflict.
Cool. Can I test something real quick?
Sure, go for it.
What are the 5 country names that make up the acronym BRICS?
British, Russia, India, China, South Africa.
So I would accept that.
I mean, this
except
is
you
my
said,
assumption.
You said,
This is my assumption.
Yeah, you said British for the first one. Is British a
No, I
country?
said Brazil, Russia, India, China, South
Oh,
Africa.
I swear to God, it sounded like you said British.
No,
I'm
I
not the
said-
only
I
one.
said-
Somebody else just said British in the chat. Okay, I was not the only one. I was like, whoa, okay, that British is not a country. I wanted to laugh. Thank you for correcting it so that I couldn't get a
Right,
laugh. That's okay.
okay.
So yeah, it is Brazil, Russia, India,
Yep, there you
China,
go.
South
Yep.
Africa. Now,
That's right.
BRICS, is this a defense pact?
Okay.
No, I mean,
No,
serious
it's an
question.
alliance.
It's an
It's a-
alliance of what? What kind of
It's an
alliance?
economic alliance.
Economic
It's-
alliance, so it has nothing to do with defense.
Well, it's economics and politics are intertwined. I'm hoping you know that.
Yeah, politics, yes, but I said defense. I didn't
Defense.
say
What do
politics.
I'm not talking about defense. Yeah, they're not a war. They're not a military. BRICS isn't a military. It's an alliance. It's a global alliance.
It's an economic alliance.
Yeah. They're siding with each other, and they're hoping to soon get a currency to go against
Outweigh the
the dollar, which has been dominant across the world for the past 50 years or so. The reserve
For
currency
the
of the world.
past 50 years? You don't
Yeah,
even know when
about.
BRICS was started?
No, I'm saying the dollar. I'm saying the dollar. Can you hear me?
Dude, everybody heard you say British. No. Like, I don't think you're speaking
Okay,
clearly.
BRICS is an alliance, right? And it's against the U.S. So we're turning into a multipolar world, which for the past 40, 50 years, ever since World War II, the United States has been trying to impose basically its empire across the world. And one of those is through currency. And that's the whole reason for BRICS, is to go against this kind of dollar mentality of the reserve currency of the world, right? You following this? Is this making sense?
Keep going. Let's go.
Okay. So we're in a pretty unstable position in the world right now. I'm just going to go into the assumption that you don't really know most of this stuff or the wars and all this stuff, but we're in a pretty serious position right now in the world.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. So we have a front in Russia, we have a front in the Middle East, and we have China as far as economics. And this is setting up to be really destabilizing. And so most presidents, from what I see with Trump, he seems to be bridging the conflicts decently well, a lot better than previous presidents, which is why I would say I'd support him.
Yeah. What conflicts are those specifically?
I mean, it's mostly, like I said, is this bipolar world between, the East and the West. with China, Russia, through the Middle East with Iran, Middle Eastern nations, Russia and Ukraine on the European front, and then China. You could maybe put Taiwan in there. But it has its inflection points on many different places across the globe. And, there's a lot of things that go. Africa is one part, but it's a lot harder to identify in Africa because a lot of it goes, unseen, especially to the public eye. But, yeah. So, for the most part, for the past, like I said, since World War II, basically it was the United States saw an opportunity to become the global superpower of the world. And it had that for a long time. But what we're seeing now is a separation of that. And how that unfolds is going to have great consequences for the future. And the war in Ukraine is probably the best example of that, because this is basically an upfront war where all of the West, including EU, is literally putting arms towards Russia and China, and put North Korea in there as well. But so this is going to be a terrible thing if this unravels, if this turns into a larger conflict. And I've never seen in my time a president be able to try and resolve this gap.
Never. Absolutely never. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine, like I said, you probably don't know much about all these conflicts or anything.
Oh, yeah, I know nothing. Yeah, you're totally right. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's the assumption I'm going under, based off what I've seen of you.
Oh, for sure.
You're awesome.
But, yeah, so this is basically headed towards almost a World War III, which is going to be pretty much catastrophic.
Mm-hmm.
And if you tie that into, again, I don't know how familiar you are with these topics, but global civilizational things that are going on with resource limitations across the planets, with economic downfall going across the planets. We're consuming resources at an exponential rate. We're running out of those resources. It's going to become a larger conflict. That's what we're seeing in Venezuela, is this battle over oil, because the United States is running out of oil from the West Texas fields. So they're going into Venezuela to secure their oil resources against Russia's oil resources, because we sanctioned Russia, and so we're not getting Russian oil, and that's basically all of Europe. So this is, like I said, this is turning a larger conflict, and this could turn ugly really quick. And what we need is somebody to dissolve these conflicts. And from what I've seen, he's been doing a decent job.
Okay.
Compared to the past 20 years.
Sure. Donald Trump says he's ended 8 wars in 8 months. Do you know all of the wars?
I don't care about those 8 wars. This is a larger conflict. I'm not
wait,
worried
but you
about.
said that he's, let me quote your original claim, right? Is that he is easing global tensions. Are the 8 wars
specifically with Russia?
Hold on. You didn't go into specifics at that point. At first, you just mentioned BRICS, right? That's all you mentioned, and you were just saying that they were brought about to combat the mighty empire of the U.S. dollar.
You don't think the U.S. dollar has been reserve currency for the past 40, 50
years? Did I say that? Did I say that at any point? Or did I just utilize your word of the word of saying empire and just go the empire of the US dollar and just kind of make it a joke?
We have 500 military bases across the planet.
Okay, got it. So you're not
what else would you call it?
Got it. You're not able to let me finish a sentence, even though I let you get out your entire diatribe.
Okay, go. Go. What do you think?
Awesome. So to rehash, you don't care about the 8 wars that Donald Trump claims to have ended, even though you say that, quote, Donald Trump is easing global tensions, but the 8 wars that Donald Trump claims to have ended don't matter. So let's test this real quick. What specifically was going on in 2025 between Serbia and Kosovo?
That conflict is irrelevant to me. That's not part of my reason of supporting him. The larger conflict is with Russia and the United States. That's what I'm concerned about.
So you don't know?
I don't care, honestly. It's not. It's
Oh,
irrelevant.
you don't care. Okay. So let me
Kosovo
write
and
that down. Doesn't care. So does not care. Does not care about
how old are you, by the
all
way? Just a question. How old are you?
global conflict.
I mean,
Okay.
do you honestly think Kosovo has
Does not care
global
about all
geopolitical?
global conflicts. Okay, we've got that written down. What was going on between Egypt and Ethiopia?
Again, this is irrelevant.
Oh, irrelevant. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Irrelevant. Okay. All right, so that's also irrelevant. Iran and
Yeah,
Israel,
compared to
is
a
that
global
also
thermonuclear war, that's
okay?
irrelevant to me.
Is Iran and Israel also irrelevant?
Iran and Israel?
Iran and Israel, is that
Iran?
also irrelevant?
Israel? Okay, at least you
It's
put in a little
Yisrael.
accent there. Israel. Yeah, there you
No,
go.
it's not. It's Yisrael.
Israel. It depends on who you are. It depends if you're Arabic or if you're Jewish. So
Arabic would be Israel. If you were
Israel,
Jewish, it would be
okay,
Yisrael. Okay,
again,
perfect.
this is irrelevant. So the
Iran
conflict.
and
Let's stick with the
Yisrael.
conflict.
So is that one actually important to you, or is that
This is
also
adorable.
irrelevant?
Yes, Israel is the main stake of the U.S.
No, I was
interest in the Middle
talking
East.
about this specific incident, Iran and Yisrael.
That's what I said. I said yes. This
No,
is the
you
main
just said
conflict.
Yisrael was important to you. You didn't say anything about Iran. I was asking you about this specific
Yes,
conflict.
Iran and Israel are that conflict
Uh-huh.
is a big conflict in the Middle East because the
Big conflict in
Middle
the
East has
Middle
been
East.
a part of a
Okay.
big.
So cares about.
So what do you think about Iran and Israel? Let's see what you think. What do you know about this stuff?
I don't
Let's
think
see.
that Donald Trump should get a participation trophy for, quote, ending this war that he claims to have helped and assisted starting. Because when it occurred, he's the one that took credit, saying, like, I helped Bibi Netanyahu come up with the plan to bomb Iran, blah, 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 blardy, blardy, blah, right? So so we're giving him credit. He wants a gold star for ending a war that not only he claims to take credit for starting, but also assisted in escalating it.
So first, he didn't start it.
Then why did he claim it?
It was started by Israel, first of all.
Why did he claim it?
He could claim whatever he wants, but Israel made the first strikes.
Yes, that Donald Trump says that he assisted. That doesn't sound like, quote,
Okay, he
easing
assisted
global.
it, yeah.
Does
Do you think?
Here, let me ask you this
struck...
question. So if you and I, like, right, so you're the leader of, let's see, I gotta think of a country that you're actually going to care about. You're the leader of Russia, okay?
Anyone with a GDP in the top 10 GDP. That's the ones I care about.
You are the leader of Russia. Okay, so you're the president of Russia.
I'm Vladimir Putin.
I am the president of. Yeah, we'll just do the United States.
Anyone.
We'll just do the United States.
There you go.
I'm the president of the United States, okay?
Cool,
and
you're
so
Donald Trump.
with this scenario, you have made a plan to drop bombs on China. Okay, we're just going to use a big superpower.
Russia did. Russia's dropping bombs in China?
I'm running through a scenario with you, okay?
Yeah, you
so
said
in
I'm
this scenario,
Vladimir Putin.
Oh goodness.
Russia's
awesome.
bombing China. That's interesting. I don't know how the hell Russia got talked into bombing one of its biggest allies at the moment.
Hey, what's your favorite flavor of crayon?
You said crayon?
Yeah, crayon. What's your favorite
My favorite
of crayon? Yep.
I didn't know if crayons have flavors. I thought they had
So
colors.
you are capable of pausing and listening to a question, and you are capable of answering a direct question.
Okay, so let's get back to the point. I'm Russian. I'm bombing China. Go on.
Okay, cool. So you are the president of Russia. You've developed this plan to bomb China. You called me the president of the United States of America first, and I said, hey, this is the logistics. What you should do is start with Beijing, then do Hong Kong, and then you should also do all of these other small regions because I think they have nuclear weapons here. And you're like, okay, bet. And then you implement that plan and you do it, right?
Sure.
So I have assisted you with starting a conflict with another country, a significant country, right?
Yeah, it's one of the
How
biggest
is
powers in the Middle
that?
East right now.
And then, like, I also come in and I drop a couple of bombs a couple of days later, and then be like, "All right, China, there is no ceasefire. We're going straight to a peace deal. That's it. We done. And then China agrees. So how is me conspiring with you to drop this bomb on a country like China, quote, easing global tensions?
Well, when you look at the history of it, what we've been doing in the Middle East is that we've been
Did I ask?
steamrolling
we weren't
countries.
talking about the Middle East. I'm talking about your specific claim.
Iran's in the Middle East.
Were we talking about the Middle East? Or were we
Yeah,
talking
we're talking about
Iran?
Iran.
I'm asking
Yeah,
you
we
about
were.
a specific scenario.
Just cut. We don't need this scenario. Okay.
If
I
I give you
understand
8
that.
apples
United
and
States, that Trump.
if I give you 8 apples and you give me 5 back, how many do you have left?
Okay, let's stick to topic. Let's stop with this nonsense.
No, I'm just trying
Let's
to
talk
see if you're
about the
capable of
issues here.
answering a direct question, or if you are even at any point in time capable of pausing to listen long enough. But you don't seem to be able to engage in a hypothetical in any way, shape, or form. You can't even seem to uphold your own claim that Donald Trump is easing global tensions by even acknowledging the fact that Donald Trump not only claims to have he took credit for starting a war between 2 different countries. Not only did he take credit for it, but then he also assisted in the participation in the war later. And I'm asking you to explain to me how those 2 things are easing global tensions. Are you capable of engaging in that?
You want me to answer that?
Like in the next 30 seconds or less.
Okay. So basically, the plan for Iran has been going on for a long time in the past 40 years, no, maybe like 20 years of American history that we want to take out Iran. It's no secret. And there's different reasons why. Israel definitely wants to take out Iran for a long time. And so with this help with the U.S., you could determine it many different ways, but it's mostly out of Israel's interest. And with that, Israel's bombing of Qatar was apparently
and
President Trump
your
didn't
30
approve that.
seconds are up, and you didn't explain how this was easing tensions.
Okay, so let me go real short.
I gave you that option to go real short.
He ended it. He ended.
I'm done. You weren't capable of doing that. Oh, someone's like, because you didn't let him. I told him in 30 seconds or less. I gave him like a very strict time limit, and he didn't do it. Yeah, and also as JRG points out, it hasn't ended. I was asking him to support his claim on how these were easing global tensions, but he only wanted to talk about specific things with this, and only when we were digging into it further. Exactly, he didn't even try to come up with that. You seem like the type to yell at a cashier. No, actually, see, in my opinion, unless someone in customer service does something blatantly wrong, incorrect, or illegal, nobody in customer service deserves to get freaked out upon. Oh yeah, I absolutely timed him, lady. I saw you confronting that old Nazi lady at Target. You are so what? I don't even go to Target. You're still the person with that weird AI picture that you want Donald Trump to come up behind you and kiss you on the cheek. You're the weirdo. Maybe, Josie, maybe they wouldn't. I don't know for sure. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his current term in office that has earned your continued support?
The stream, are you there?
Live? I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
Hello.
Donald Trump?
Okay, I'm done. I'm not listening back to my own voice or the stream. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, 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 hello.
Oh, you ran out of breath? Thank you for calling this stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I couldn't hear you at first.
Awesome.
Yeah, try not to maybe open up the stream as well, because that's annoying.
No, yeah, I just wanted to see if I was on with you or if you were like some automated thing. I didn't know. But
I
anyways,
am
I would
automated. Do not call again.
like I would like to speak about what you were speaking with the last guy.
I want you to answer the question that I asked you. What has Donald Trump done in his current term in office that has earned your continued support? I would
Okay,
see what
and
I like to do is I like to have you like continue do a whole new conversation with individuals. Are you capable of doing that?
100%. First, I would like to ask, are you able to see and are you able to hear? Just so I know for the rules of the debate
No,
and
I'm
what I'm dealing
blind.
with. Okay, so then if you're not blind and you can hear, do you not see the gas prices that are lower or the
No.
groceries? No, you don't? So when you go to fill up your car
Grocery
and it's
prices are
$15,
up.
excuse me, you're interrupting. I'm not going to interrupt you. When you go to get gas and
Grocery
it's
prices are
$15
up.
less when it's, excuse me, a carton of eggs was like $13. Now it's
Oh,
under
you just want to
$3.
go based off of one singular item. Grocery
That's
prices
funny
are
because
up
you were
as
sitting
a
there on the moral
whole.
high ground saying, "Oh, you can't let me talk," but now you're going to interrupt me. That's funny.
When did
Okay.
I say that to somebody? I was actually just mocking the
So the
guy that
last guy you
decided
said,
to.
"Oh, so
Oh
you
my
can
goodness.
listen and you don't have to interrupt." Let's not interrupt each other. Let's
Oh,
have a
no,
peaceful
that's just
talk.
because he was being. See, do you know what it means to match energy? Do you understand what
I'm
that
not the
phrase
last
means?
babbling idiot, and I'm about to cook you if you would
Do
just let me
you
talk. And all right, go ahead, go ahead. I'm gonna let you
understand
talk. Go ahead, go
what?
ahead, go
This
ahead.
is a direct question. It can be a
Yeah,
binary
no,
question
yeah, no, go
depending on
ahead,
how
go
you
ahead, go
look
ahead.
at it. So let's try this again. Do you
Okay,
know
no, go
what it
ahead. Yeah, I'm listening.
means? Do you know what it
Yeah,
means to
yeah.
match energy?
Yeah, I do. That's why I'm matching your cunt energy. Are you gonna let me talk? And can
Actually,
we
if you
have a
were
debate?
matching my energy, you would actually be sounding monotone. This doesn't sound very monotone.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Can we have a debate now?
These aren't debates, these are conversations. If you had actually read anything, you
Oh,
would
okay.
realize that
Can we
it
have a
says
conversation or is
commentary.
it gonna be you preaching?
I can preach anytime I want. This is my channel. Would you like to start your own
No,
live and
yeah.
have
No,
5 people tune
100%.
in?
I
If you're
would just say
lucky.
no, 100%. That's what a lot of people do on YouTube. Just don't have people call in if you're not gonna listen. Now, do you want to talk about what you wanted to ask me? You didn't
Okay.
like that I started to cook you.
Is your singular experience of paying less at the gas pump and less at the grocery store representative of 330 million American citizens? Yes or no?
So you're changing the question. Can I answer the first one, or are you gonna let me finish the
Oh,
first one and
sorry,
then I'll
sir.
answer
Did you
that one?
not make a claim that grocery prices were down from your experience and that gas prices were down from your experience? Yes or no?
Yes. Is it not your
Did you
experience?
not
Do you
make the
not eat?
claim? Did you
Do you
not make
fuel
the
yourself off
claim?
your cunt energy, or do you eat and like the rest of
There's
us?
the
So you
ad
go to the store.
hominems because he can't answer the question.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Ask the question. Ask the question. Go ahead.
Okay. Is your personal experience of paying less at the pump or less at the grocery store representative of the entirety of the United States of America? Yes or no?
Yes. If the gas
It
prices and the
is.
grocery
Oh
prices,
my
excuse
God.
me, if
Holy
the gas
shit.
prices and the grocery
Whoa.
prices are lower,
Whoa.
that means that all
Guys,
300
we
million
have
people are
found the
eating
solution.
cheaper.
We
Can
have
you talk
found the
slow? You don't
solution.
understand
This
that if
this
I pay
one
less for
singular
groceries, other
individual
people are paying less
is
for groceries too?
representative of the
How
entirety
did you
of the
screw up and have
United
to
States
comprehend
of
that?
America. He is the one singular person that represents the entirety of the United States of America. His one singular experience of paying fewer, less money at the gas pump and less money buying groceries is representative of the entirety of the United States of America. And let's just be very clear Mr. Representative would in fact be quite wrong. Quite wrong. Even according to Donald Trump's own Bureau of Labor Statistics, gas prices are up year over year. And according to his own Bureau of Labor Statistics, grocery prices are up, year over year, month over month. Isn't that interesting? But yet, his personal experience is representative of every single individual in the United States of America. This one singular person knows exactly what all 330 million American citizens are feeling when they go to the grocery stores. He asked me a very simple question, okay? He asked me, am I paying for groceries? In fact, yes, I am. I am the one that purchased the vast majority. For the weekly trips that we make to the grocery store, yes, I buy 3 out of 4 of all the weekly trips that we make from the grocery store, okay? And in fact, every single time we continue to go out to the grocery store, I am paying more and more and more when I go to the grocery store. That is quite like, if you want to go tit for tat on a whose grocery bill is higher, or is in my personal experience representative of the entirety of the United States of America, which, by the way, I would never make that claim. It is quite an odd claim, in my opinion, to ever make, okay? But no, grocery prices are up. This is, in fact, represented in the Consumer Price Index, which I'm sure you know so much about. You know so much about the Consumer Price Index. I'm sure you know so much about what CPI measures, what inflation measures, how inflation is measured. I'm sure you know so much about the missing data on the current Bureau of Labor Statistics data that was released, how much was provided. And I'm sure you know so much about averages. I'm sure you know so much about all of these things that you would definitely be able to understand any of these things. Oh, is he still going on with that? I actually just find that hilarious. It's just like, I don't know. You seem to know so much. Me, I'm just a feeble little woman. I don't know anything. You're right. I'm so feeble. I'm so weak-minded. I know so little. Oh my goodness. Like so little about everything in regards to numbers, that my literal job, right? So much like, ooh, oh my goodness. Oh shoot. Yeah. So you seem a little hysterical. And I think that you need to take, I don't know, a chill pill or 2, maybe 3, probably more like the entire bottle. You do seem a little emotional, and all of these things, and you're just not doing very well. Oh, and now you said a slur. He's gone. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and explain this to you. No singular individual in the United States of America can represent the entirety of the United States population, okay? And that's kind of part of the problem when somebody wants to give their own anecdotal stories and they're not recognizing that they have an inherent bias immediately just by giving what we would call an anecdote, which is a personal story. Your personal experience is not representative of the entirety of the United States. Awesome. Neither is mine. All right? So, when we actually look at the data, we know that inflation is up. It is. It's up. Grocery prices are up. The price of beef is averaging $7 a pound. Average across the entirety of the United States of America, when just 2 years ago, maybe I think it might have been 2022, 3 years ago, during the height of the pandemic, the average cost of beef was $5.19. And so yes, that's just one item Cool. But we're not just going based off of one item, we're going based off of the average of all items. Okay? And the fact is that the cost of groceries are in fact up. The other great thing is if you actually look at see, I'm kind of a numbers nerd, so forgive me for this. I'm quite the numbers nerd. So if you actually go through and you look at the current Bureau of Labor Statistics data for what was released on the CPI, you'll see that they're basing the CPI based off of a singular 3 data points. The graph is missing data. So what I went and did is I also went through and I chose one category to pull up and I did the math for it, right? To see how they were doing the average. And so, for example, the one where it's talking about natural gas being piped, right? That one, okay? On that chart, the current Bureau of Labor Statistics data is showing it at 9.1%, okay? And so I went and did that math. I did it from technically December of 24. I added it all the way through the data that we had available through September of 25. That would be 10 months worth of data. All right. And then I divided it by 12, right? Knowing that we're missing October 25 and November 25 data. And I got, guess what? 9.1%. When I actually take the data from December of 24 through September of 2025, which is again 10 months of data, and then I add up those numbers and then I divide it by 10, I get 10.97%. So rounded up, it would be 11%. So what I understand from this is that the current Bureau of Labor Statistics data, while it is showing that we are at 2.6%, it is because we are dividing it by a full 12 months despite Bureau of Labor Statistics knowing we are missing 2 full months of data, which is not an average. An average is if you take all of the numbers in the data set and divide that sum total, by the number of entries in a data set. So we are no longer even utilizing the average because they are including blank data sets in order to provide it. And if you actually look at what economists are actively saying in regards to the data sets that have been provided by Bureau of Labor Statistics for their CPI, I've literally read one where they called it Swiss cheese data because it is full of holes. Correct. Yes, Dee, that's exactly the problem. They are counting those 2 months of missing data as zeros and then making that a number to divide it by 12. When in fact it's just missing. So the correct way to do it would be dividing it by 10. The 10 months of data that we have on record instead of just making it $0 or a zero amount. But they don't. They instead made it a 0 and then averaged it out from there. Oh, I'm not saying that they cooked the data, Jared. I'm saying that it is missing information, and that is the problem. It is missing information. I wouldn't say purposely either. Oh, I forgot to read something. Hold on. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm here. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
38.
38. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
You are. Okay. Can you give me just 1 second?
Sure.
Cool. I'm going to mute myself on your end, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. All right, I'm just going to read through some of these. How can these idiots support somebody that doesn't even know the meaning of the Declaration of Independence? Oh, Donald Trump? I don't know. I wish I knew why. Thank you, sir, for the floating hearts. The company I work at has had 3 major personnel cuts, including one that took away this Monday, a week and a half Christmas. Thank you, Donald J. Trump. That doesn't even make sense. But okay, Gustavo. Personnel cuts mean layoffs. Oh, I think you're being sarcastic with the end. Okay, thank you. All right. Believing that your life is equivalent to every single person in an entire country is crazy. Exactly. Valid. I agree with you. Have a beautiful night, Ari. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. A lot of people in the chat are saying gas is under 3. Sure. It can be. Again, Jeff, we had this conversation in the server. The Bureau of Labor Statistics data is looking at November, where the cost of gas on average was above $3. Jeff, stop. Okay. All right. Thank you for your patience. Can
No worries.
you be specific and tell me what exactly has Donald Trump done in his current term to earn your continued support?
Sure. I think the best part that Donald Trump has contributed is his foreign policy. I don't think that the previous president did a very good job of.
That was not me. Did somebody just like put in my comments that somehow states control the prices? Somebody, it scrolled past, so it's no longer like in my available, like the chat that's available to me, to put up on the screen. But somebody literally just put in the chat that I'm disingenuous because states are refusing to lower prices. Apparently, guys, apparently, states, the state government is responsible for lowering prices. Yes, they only, correct, Carrie. States only control the prices of their taxes. States only have, ooh, that's a pretty potato. Thank you, Dolphin. Hi, Dolphin. States do not control the prices that are set by the producer of said item, right? So, for example, if we are looking at gasoline prices, the price that you pay at the pump, that is determined by the gas stations based upon what they are paying for that oil to get shipped to them. It is not determined by the state. Taxes can affect the price of gas on the states. That is true. That is 100% true. All right. But everything else, again, prices are determined. David, you never request up in any live. You know the rules. You don't get a chat in TikTok chat anywhere. Why would you come into mine and think that you'd have it different? Oh, guys, 1 second. Hold on. I'm just curious. Is he still here? You claim to have been the caller, and I just wanted to see how it felt to just literally actually get muted. Oh, thank you. Cat got your tongue? Yeah. Okay. I guess the cat got his tongue. This was the mansplainer, and I think he was just like so upsetty spaghetti he had to come into my TikTok chat. And so I just wanted to see if he enjoyed literally being silenced. Yeah, I think so, Kelly. This is the guy that decided to slur and be like heavily misogynistic. And I just, honest to goodness, I just wanted to show him that, you know, it's quite possible to just, you know, I just wanted to, you know, step on your throat. How does it feel? How does it feel to have my foot in your mouth? How does it feel to have my foot in your mouth? It must feel nice, right? You're getting a kick out of it? You're getting a kick out of it? Are you getting a kick out of it? Are you enjoying it? Is this fun for you? Is this nice and fun for you? Yeah. You must have a shame kink, right? Right, exactly, Dee Dee. I'm not that guy, but I'm also going to insult you in the exact same way. I'm not going to judge you for being a shame. Like, I'm not gonna judge you for having a shame kink, but I will, you know, like, judge the fact that you just enjoy this for some reason. Thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate that. He probably does see Wiz. You're probably right. Yeah, I think he does think it's flirting. Oh, he thinks he's so big and tough. He's such a big, tough guy. Listen, if you have a shame kink, that's fine. I do charge for that. So you better hit up that Cash App Venmo and send it because I don't do this for free. So. Are you sending it over? It's Mermaid RE0. It's all over the place. Same all over. Uh-huh. I bet just from that comment. Like you're doing so well, by the way. Do you like, I'm just curious, do you like Andrew Tate? Do you like Andrew Tate?
No, I actually don't.
You don't like Andrew Tate. Well, good for you, I
So
guess.
you can hear me.
Oh, no.
Oh, how great.
So do you like Nick Fuentes?
I don't care about
You don't care about anybody, then why on earth would you be trying to join a political life?
I don't care about any
He doesn't care about anybody.
about
Why on
the
earth would
topic.
he like join a
The
political
topics.
life?
The topics. The topics are
Listen, I know you're enjoying this. It's quite odd, in fact, that you are enjoying this.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Another retard. And the
Oh,
retard nation.
you can't say slurs. Okay, Aslan, I got it. All right, well, I played with my food. That was fun. Yeah, coming back for more is incredible. I agree. That's funny, Algie. I'm not a fascist. I just love fascism. Listen. I mean, this guy was screaming in the chat. All right, screaming in my TikTok chat, being like, I was the guy on the phone that was just calling her all of these things, and then literally proceeded to slur in my live, right? Like put slurs in my live chat. And then he's like, it comes up on like thinks that TikTok doesn't show me his comments that he makes even after he's been muted from being able to type in the chat. And it's like TikTok still shows me the comments that you make, sir. I can see them. Yeah, and exactly. I'm not the guy who slurred, proceeds to slur again. And then, like, here he is again. Pay me.
How's it going?
Pay me.
How's your den?
Pay me.
Let's talk. Let's
Pay me.
talk about Paul.
Pay me.
You don't know anything, right?
Pay me.
It's all a big mirage.
Pay me.
Really shouldn't be doing this.
4. Yeah. This is the guy that literally said that Donald Trump, like now, I recognize his voice, okay? He's the one that said that Donald Trump was like easing global tensions, slurs out, rawr. Anyways, guys, I will see you back on live on Saturday. If you haven't hit that follow button or that subscribe button, go ahead and hit it now. Yeah, definitely 7. Definitely was that. He has like, he gets none. He gets absolutely none. I will see you guys back on live. Oh, hold on. Just see this. Razel. You can't ignore the anecdotal data in your own chat. Yeah, I can, Jeff. I've already explained it to you. Jeff, again, the Bureau of Labor Statistics data that is released. The Bureau of Labor Statistics data that is released is 2 weeks old at minimum. Gasoline was up for the month of November, year over year. Do you understand how that works, Jeff? Cool. Thank you, Lee, for the jewels. Guys, I'll see you guys on live on Saturday. I don't know exactly what time. Join the server if you join the server. Jeff, you can have this conversation in the server. I'm literally not doing this with you. You're using old stats. Those.
When I'm talking about inflation, inflation is using old statistics, Jeff. Jeff. I enjoy having you in my server. I enjoy having you in the chat. Jeff. It's not old data when it was just released. It just doesn't report in real time.
Do you understand that? It's comparing one year to another. To calculate inflation, you have to compare old data to new data. Old to new. Old to new. Old to new. Percentage given. All right, guys. Teacher Meg, message Lala. Lala, message Meg. Can you give her a link to the Discord server? Thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow.